Dr. Ann, how do you stay slim? How do you count your chits?
Well, I have been following this plan, the Dr. Ann plan, for 40 years, and I'm still doing it. I still have my hand. This is the piece of paper, and then this is the hand that you use. Not, I'm not really doing this, but I'm just trying to give you the idea. You draw your hand on this sheet. This is the hand. These are the magnets. I have my own hand, my own drawing on my refrigerator. I have had that drawing on the refrigerator for a good 40 years, and I use it every day. And what I've discovered is that in my own personal, way I eat and how I follow the plan, I generally for each meal have use up 3 chits. And I'll give you an example of my eating. I have breakfast. My breakfast is French toast every morning. I have a slice of bread. It fits more or less in the palm of my hand, not thicker than my thumb. 1 egg that I just kind of mix up and put the bread in. I avoid completely any syrup. I have no sugar. I try very, very hard to just not have any sugar in my diet at all. But I do have fat. And so I have my 1 pat of butter on my French toast, and that's very satisfying. That's 3 chits. And then for my lunch, usually I have a big, big plate of greens, and I'll have a palm size of fish, palm size of something, that's a protein. I could have nuts if you want to go vegetarian. And today, for example, I had all greens on my plate. I had actually from a can of salmon, a palm-sized piece of salmon to put on the salad. I put some dressing on there. I held back a little on the dressing so I'd have some fat left over. And I had a half bagel, and I put a little butter on the bagel. So there I am. I have a beautiful lunch, and it looked big. A lot of greens. I had the salmon. I had the half a bagel. Very, very satisfying. And for dinner, I almost repeat the same thing for lunch, except I'll have a heated vegetable. I will have fish, chicken, turkey, something like that. And then sometimes I have rice as the carbohydrate, and that becomes my dinner. So what do I do with the rest of those chits? Aha! I love to eat. I am somebody who just loves to eat. And those extra chits, which end up, I think, being about 6 extras, I just parcel them out through the day. So my mid-morning snack after I have breakfast, I have a banana. It's a banana that fits in the palm of my hand. It's a small banana. And then I may have just a snack that I feel like having. It could be cherries. Sometimes I have a little peanut butter on a cracker, and I'll count that as a chit. Maybe I'll make a trade from the milk group. I want to mention something about doing peanut butter. And that is, if you like peanut butter, it's great if you're hungry. It will just take that hunger away. Why does it do that? It does that because there's fat. Anything with fat will help to take away the hunger, and it's the last thing to get digested. So if you are on this plan and you're finding, well, even with those 15 chits, I still want more food, make one of your chits, maybe peanut butter on a cracker, something like that, something that you know that is satisfying, that has some fat in it, and hopefully that will help through those times. So that's kind of how I live, and I've been living that way, I said, for 40 years. I'm still here.